One more. We're gonna get it.
We want to see it.
Yeah, we need it.
Yeah! Make some noise again, everyone, for Dan Mancina.
Yeah, Dan.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Well, my girlfriend will tell you that if I'm not skating, I'm whining. If I'm not doing it, I don't feel like I'm doing anything with my life. Going through, losing my sight and stuff like that, and then being like completely removed from skateboarding, there was a whole chunk of me that was missing. Didn't really just feel like myself. So it really is just like, it's just a part of who I am, just a skater, it's who you are. My name's Dan Mancina, I'm from Michigan. I started snowboarding when I was a kid, and I did that, for a few years. Like, that was kind of my first love, and then I read in a snowboard mag that you can skate during the summer to keep your snowboarding, on point or whatever. I started skating more and more that way, and then it just totally took over, and I was like, well, this is way sicker than snowboarding, so that's when I kind of, I guess, became a skater, and it was everything, It's been a slow process, losing my vision. I have a disease called RP, or Retinitis Pigmentosa, and that pretty much means your vision slowly deteriorates throughout your life. Mid-20s is when I started to lose enough sight to where it started to affect my life and who I was and what I did. First I stopped driving at night, and then eventually during the day after I ran a couple red lights, I was like, dude, I can't drive anymore, and started riding my bike, and then couldn't do that anymore, and pretty much down to just walking everywhere, or just throughout my life, lost it slowly. That's when I kind of considered myself like a blind person. People start treating you differently. I start walking around with the cane. People kind of label you, and then they got all these stigma and stuff attached to you, and that definitely bothered me a lot. Inside, I still felt like I was the same person. I'm still Dan, People talk to me and treat me differently, Like, I'll be with somebody at a restaurant or something, and they'll ask, like, hey, does he want anything to drink? It's like, yo, I'm right here. Like, I am he, Like, it's just a weird kind of time to think back on. Just trying to figure out, like, who I am now as a blind person. And that's kind of when I started doing what I could to change that. So I started a little Instagram where it was just me doing stuff that you wouldn't really expect a blind person to do. Anything I could think of, just to kind of push back against that stigma that people had for me. That time I wasn't skating at all. Like, I was so far removed from it. I built a little bench and did like a front board on it or something, and slowly started to skate more and more. I was like, oh, okay, I think I can do this. This is pretty chill. And then just realized, like, okay, this is just who I am, and this is what I need to be doing. Like, I'm just a skater all along, so kind of just like refinding myself, I guess, in a way. And now it's just like the way I want it, like it used to be, where it's just skating. What spot are we gonna go to? Where are we gonna skate today? Same as any other skater. I struggle with like wanting to do the things I used to do. Like, man, back in the day, like I would have loved to do this that you just can't do as a blind person. It's similar to every other skater because it's just finding a spot that works for you and your skating. I have to be a little bit more picky with my spots, and they have to be a certain way so I can align myself with an obstacle and know how to get to that thing. The cane is huge. That's like how I know something is there, by actually feeling it and tapping it, helping me judge the distance. The whole skateboarding culture and community has been like it always is. It's open to everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do. We all share that love for skating. The one person that comes to mind is Jim Thiebaud. Can't have any more gratitude for that dude.
Hello.
Dan, how you doing?
I am spectacular, man. How are you?
I'm good, dude. So stoked the board came out today. It seems like it's great, right?
Pretty good, It would have been a little bit better if it came out last month on time.
Why didn't it come out last month?
Christian fucked the braille all up.
You saying we made typo mistakes on the board?
Yeah, all over the place, man.
And Adidas too, like that whole crew, Paul Shire and Carl and Pete and everyone I've met who've just, number one, helped me share my story, hopefully inspire more people, and even visually impaired blind kids, get them skating. It's just the greatest thing to be a part of. Honestly, it's like the best lifestyle for a blind person, especially on trips. Everything's pretty much just done for you, You just kind of follow along and just what are the spots you want to skate. So it's like perfect. It's been like just amazing. It's all a dream come true, you know. I never thought I'd be as recognized this late in my life for skating, you know. You always have dreams, at least I did when I was younger, of pretty much doing what I'm doing now, you know, traveling and skating. Man, Tampa was like they had mentioned me skating it leading up a couple weeks before, and Nate was like, yeah, dude, we got you all signed up to like skate and everything. I was like, fuck, dude. Kind of started stressing a little bit. As soon as I stepped on the course, it was just all love. I was like, damn, this is just tight. It's just skaters, like just stoked on skateboarding.
Yeah, Dan, get it.
Again, going back to being so far removed from it, and then just like fast forward to bam, like skating in Tampa Pro, like what the fuck?
Dan the Man Mancina came out, kickflip, fakes.
What has it taught you?
Be yourself, do what you want to do. What people want you to do is never really going to be what you want to do. Especially for me as a blind person, like even like my parents have this idea of what's stable, what's the best thing for me, you know? It's just taught me to just do what you love, and that's the only way you're actually going to be happy. Like I said, coming from that time in my life where it was completely gone and so far off, and just like, I thought that was over, you know? To be here and skating how I am is emotional, and just like, it's where I'm supposed to be, so it's fucking the best.